you're a teacher or were a teacher and you're approaching Medicare or retirement, there's 4 important things to be aware of to have that best health insurance once you're 65. Because the thing is, your Medicare retiree plan through the teacher plan is usually not your best option. So in this video, let's cover what those 4 things are so that you can have the best health insurance both now as well as in the future. I'm Emily with the Medicare Coach. We are an independent consultant helping our clients easily navigate Medicare rules and insurance company options to help you do what's right for you when it comes to Medicare to have that best healthcare while also protecting your retirement savings. So we're not an agent or a broker, we are an independent consultant. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We work with a lot of people who are teachers, and I have so much respect for teachers. I love my teachers, I have a lot to owe them. But the thing that frustrates me is that a lot of these teachers have retiree plans that could be great before 65, but once you're Medicare eligible, they don't always make sense still. And so I want to go through the things that you should be looking at to decide, is your retiree health insurance plan through the school district the best option for you, or are there better options? Okay, so number one, if you're a teacher, why do you have to even talk about Medicare, right? People assume that you have your teacher retiree plan, that you're good to go. But the thing is, most retiree plans require you to have Medicare Part A and B as your primary health insurance once you turn 65. So just because you have a retiree plan, you can't fully ignore Medicare. Again, in most cases, you still have to have Medicare, which means that you're usually at least paying for your Medicare Part B, as in boy coverage, okay? Number two, when we look at our clients' retiree teacher plans, we look at a few things. We want to know, one, right, to verify that it still requires Medicare Part A and B, which all the ones that we've seen, they all require it. And number two, though, I want to know what's the plan details and what's the cost. Is the teacher plan offering you an Advantage plan? And if so, what's the cost, right? What's the monthly premium? What's the deductible? What's the out-of-pocket? What are the co-pays? What are the rules? How does this plan really work? If that retiree Advantage plan is costing you more than like $100 a month, it's usually not a great deal. Now, if you have other family members on that teacher plan, yeah, it could make sense. But in most cases, as an individual, it doesn't make sense if it's an expensive plan, okay? Now, some teacher plans will offer you a Medicare supplement or even a Part D plan. Again, we want to know, what are the details of those plans? What type of plan is it? What are the costs? What are the coverage? And then number three, we want to compare it with Medicare, right? Okay, so your TRS plan is going to cost you X dollars a month. It's an Advantage plan and it has an out-of-pocket of, say, $2,000. Usually when we look at TRS plans, they don't usually make sense. That's a Texas Teacher Retirement System plan, okay? My point is this: we want to compare your teacher retiree plan versus Medicare. Now, we've seen plans across all states. And I saw one plan in Michigan that I liked that was pretty comparable to Medicare. But in most cases, we don't love retiree teacher plans. So please be thoughtful and compare it with Medicare. So again, step one, understand that most of these retiree plans do require you to have Medicare Part A and B at 65. Number two, look to see what the teacher plan is going to cost you. Number three, compare it with Medicare. And then four, decide what to do. Many of our clients will leave their teacher's health insurance retiree plan and fully join Medicare, but they can still keep other retiree benefits like long-term care or other insurance if they were to have that. But please be thoughtful, and as a teacher, do not assume that your retiree plan is your best option. That is not always the case. Again, for more inside tips to Medicare, I have some links below to give you some free resources, but make sure you follow along and like this video for more inside tips to help you do what's right for you when it comes to Medicare.